So in this video, we have two questions and which we are required to find variables or some particular constants. And the first question reads, given that simply the exponential of the left-hand side equals to the right-hand side, we are required to find a constant. And the second part, again, the same thing. We are given a term on the left and as well as another term on the right. We are required to find the constants. So the first part says, given that bracket of 36x raised to the power 4 all raised to the power 2 divided by 8x squared multiplied by 3x all equals to 2 raised to the power a multiplied by 3 raised to the power b multiplied by x to the power c. So this term equals to this term. We are required to evaluate the value of a, also evaluate the value of b and that of c. So if we consider the second part of the question, question 2 as well, we are given that the square root of a raised to the power 5 upon 4, b raised to the power minus 2 upon 3, divided by a raised to the power minus 1 upon 5, b raised to the power 2 upon 3 equals to a raised to the power x, b raised to the power y. We are easily required to find the value of x and the value of y. Simple and straightforward. Let's start from the first part. If we start with question 1, we are given 36x raised to the power 4 all raised to the power 2 divided by 8x squared and multiplied by 3x. All this left hand side equals to 2 raised to the power a multiplied by 3 raised to the power b multiplied by x raised to the power c. So we are asked to figure out the values of a, b, and c. So we have simply the exponential question, and there are certain steps we must use to have the final result. So the first step, we need to compare the left-hand side terms given, the individual terms, and we also compare the right-hand side individual terms given. So if we consider the left-hand term, the numerator is given a power 336x raised to the power 4 all raised to the power 2. So we need to clear this bracket. So that's like if you have a, b all raised to the power 3, it means this power is affecting both the terms inside here. This would be a raised to the power 3 and b raised to the power 3. Similarly, if we have 36x raised to the power 4 raised to the power 2, simply this 2 is affecting this 36, we're going to be 36 squared, and as well as x to the power 4 raised to the power 2, we are multiply 4 times, so we give us this. So if we multiply 36 squared will give us 1296. So 36 squared will give us 1296, and this 4 again, 4 times, you're going to give us 8. So when we expand this is what we have. Divided by, we consider again the denominator, but here we have another term here, so 8 times 3 will give us 24. X squared times this x going to give us x raised to the power 3 equals to the right hand side terms, this individual term a, another individual term b, another individual term c. So this is what we have. So we are required to find the values of a, b, and c. But in index form, this is a constant, 1296. This is also a constant. Work it out. X is a constant. X here is a variable. This x is also a variable. So when we are dividing the same values, you take 1 and you subtract their powers. So we work with 1296 and 24. We have a number. We also work with x to the power 8 and x to the power 3. We also have another result. We equate that to the right hand side, which is 2 to the power a, 3 to the power b, and x to the power c. So if we do that, 1296 divided by 24, 1296 divided by 24, we have 54. So when this is divided by this, we have 54 x raised to the power 8 minus this denominator. So we have 8 minus 3. So we are done with the left hand side. We equate that to the right hand side, which is 2 raised to the power a, individual term, another individual term b, another individual term c. So this is a simplified form. So we write 54 x raised to the power 8 minus 3 is 5 equals to 2 raised to the power a, 3 raised to the power b, and x raised to the power c. This is it. So if we further, but 54, we cannot compare this and this. Here we can see we can compare x and x. So therefore the value of c here is 5. But how can we compare 54 into these two terms? So this brought us to a way we can think of simplifying this 54. So which two numbers, or which three numbers, or which four numbers, or five numbers, whatever set of numbers will be multiplied, repeatedly multiplied, or give you 54. But those numbers will be factor of 2 and 3, must be in the form of 2 and 3. You see, so 54 can be split in various ways, but one of the ways, 54, we can say 2 times 27. 2 times 27 will give us 54, and we rewrite x times x raised to the power 5 equals to, we write the individual terms on the left, 2 raised to the power a, 3 raised to the power b, and x to the power c. This is it. So 2 now can be written as 2 raised to the power 1 times 27 is 3 raised to the power 3 times x raised to the power 5 equals to 2 raised to the power a, 3 raised to the power b, and x to the power c. Yes. So we are done. So we are required to find the value of a, the value of b, and the value of c. So noting that, we compare this and this. A is 1, we compare 3 and 3, b is 3, we compare x and x, c is 5. So these are the values of a, b, and c. So this is the end of the first part of the question. We are required to find the values of a, b, and c. So I hope this is clear. So having this first part, we also consider the second part of the question. So if we consider the second part of the question, let's rewrite the second part, which is this. 2. We are given the square root of a raised to the power 5 all over 4 and b raised to the power minus 2 over 3 divided by a raised to the power minus 1 upon 5 and b raised to the power 2 all over 3, all equals to a raised to the power x and b raised to the power y. In this case, we are required to figure out the values of x and y. So if we are to figure out the values of x and y, we follow the exponential rules. So in this case, we have to simplify this. We have to first remove the square root, because if this square root is not removed, we will not be able to simplify this. But you know, square root is a radicand and its value is half. So we maintain this. We maintain this as half divided by this again going to be a raised to the power minus 1 upon 5 and b raised to the power 2 upon 3 equals to a raised to the power x and b raised to the power y. This is it. So if we continue, so here this half multiplied by this, so a raised to the power 5 upon 4 times half is going to be, because this we can further simplify as, because 5 upon 4 multiplied by this half is going to be 5 all over 4 times 2 is going to be 8. Yeah. So we take again b, this again 2 cancels, is going to be minus 1 upon 3 divided by a raised to the power minus 1 upon 5 and b raised to the power 2 upon 3 equals to a raised to the power x and b raised to the power y. This is this. So having this, so we can compare the terms given now. We can compare the terms given. If we compare the terms given, we say this will be, we take AA, since we are dividing, we subtract 5 over 8. When this goes out, it's going to be plus 1 upon 5. And we take again b, minus 1 upon 3. When this goes, it's going to be minus 2 over 3 equals to a raised to the power x and b raised to the power y. So say a raised to the power, we work with these two terms. Let's say 5 all over 8 plus 1 over 5. The LCM between 8 and 5 is 40. 8 into, when you move the dot, but by 5 times 5 is 25, plus 8 times 1 is 8, 25, plus 8 is 33 all over 40. This will give us 33 all over 40. And B, this again will take, the base are the same, we'll add minus 1 minus 2 is going to give us minus 3 all over 3 equals to a raised power x and b raised power y. That's it. So we can say a raised power 33 all over 40 and b raised power 3 cancel 3 minus 1 equals to a raised power x and b raised power y. So in this case, if we compare a and a, the power of a here is x and the power of here is, so we can say x equals to 33 all over 40, and as well as we compare b and b, so the value of y is negative 1. So this is how we resolve this problem. So x is 33 over 40, by is negative 1. So I think having this, so I need to give you two problems. So try two exercises which I may like you to go through. This is question 3. Question 3 says, given that a raised power x all squared divided by b raised power 5 minus x times b raised power y minus 4 divided by a raised power y all equals to a squared b raised to power 4. So it says find the value of x and the value of y. So the answers for this question, x is 5 and y is 8. So the other question I want you to go through says, given that the square root of x power negative 1 times the cube root of y squared divided by the square root of x raised to power 6 y raised to power negative 2 upon 3 equals to x raised to power a y raised to power b. So when you work this again, the value of a is minus 7 upon 2 and y and b, the value of b is 1. So take these problems and try them. So thank you and stay blessed.